This event, hosted by the CUNY Office of Veteran Affairs, brings together leaders and advocates united in one mission to ensure every veteran has access to the support, resources, and opportunities they've earned. Because when we come together, we strengthen the promise to serve those who serve.
From LGBTQ plus veterans. LGBTQ plus veterans in the house up here. And veterans of color. Veterans of color in the house, let me hear you. And to the Vice Chancellor's remarks, community bridge building. We are not of the high and high alone team. We are a community, right? That's what they teach us in boot camp, to work as a team. Helping the civilian population better understand what service members bring to the table, not just their sacrifices, but their skills, their leadership, and their resilience. This type of advocacy is about infrastructure. Organizations ensure systems don't fail veterans, and when they do, they create parallel networks of support. But advocacy does not stop at organizations. Veterans themselves are powerful advocates. Nobody can tell your story better than you can tell it. Veteran advocacy in this form looks like peer support. One veteran walking alongside another who is struggling, sharing lived experience that no textbook can teach. Storytelling, speaking openly about service, about transition, about trauma, and about triumph. These stories break down stigma and open doors for others to step forward. Leadership in community spaces, serving on school boards, coaching youth sports, or running small businesses. Each of these roles and others carry the veteran perspective into civic life. Self-advocacy, navigating the VA, understanding the benefits and pushing back when the system falls short. Every veteran who raises their hand to say, "This isn't working for me," is engaging in advocacy that improves conditions for the next person. Here, advocacy is about agency. It's veterans ensuring their own voices and those of their peers are part of the public conversation. Shared responsibility and collective impact. When organizations and individual veterans come together, advocacy becomes more powerful. Let me say that again. When organizations and individual veterans come together, right, again to the Vice Chancellor's comments, it's the collective, it's the community. Advocacy becomes more powerful. Systems meet stories, data meets lived experience, and institutional credibility meets grassroots urgency. This combination is what sparks real change. Whether it's a new policy, a new program, or a shift in cultural understanding. So, what does veteran advocacy look like? I'm glad you asked. It looks like boardrooms and living rooms. It looks like formal hearings and informal conversations. It looks like organizations that refuse to let veterans slip through the cracks, and veterans who refuse to let their service and their voices be forgotten. Our task is to ensure that this advocacy continues, that it expands, and when necessary, that it evolves. Because advocacy at its heart isn't just about responding to what has been. It is about shaping what will be, a future where every veteran has not only survived service, but is fully equipped to thrive in life after it. Thank you for sitting and listening. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Branch. That's
Meet Army vet Rosie Batista, Veteran Benefit Advisor and Women Veterans Coordinator.
I come from a military family who needed a voice to stand up for what is wrong. So therefore, that's what inspired me to go into the Army. I'm an Army veteran, first Latina in my family to have gone to the military, and I learned so much with being in the military, and I felt like once I got out, I didn't want anything to do with the military. I wanted to branch off into other things. I became cardiovascular sonographer, and then I was like, I feel empty, like something's not right.
Getting to the question?
Yep, you got it. So the first question of the two is, for student veterans facing housing instability, what kind of support is available and how can they access it?
Okay, well, working with New York State Department of Veteran Services and also as a New York State Women Veteran Coordinator, we have a lot of housing resources. One is Emergency Housing Fund. We also work in conjunction with the VA hospitals, other organizations that help veterans, like the Volunteers of America, Services for the Underserved, homeless associations that do help veterans that are in need, depending on what issues or resources they may need. And being a homeless veteran once, for a few times, I am so thankful for Jericho Projects as well to assist me when I was homeless, and actually being a VBA, no one knowing what I was going through and still helping other veterans in need. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do. I don't want any veteran to go through what I went through. I want them to not have to jump or go through the obstacles I did, so that way they can go and be where they need to be.
What proactive steps can campus take to help prevent housing instability among your student veteran population?
I can recommend that all students contact their veteran representative in their school so they could be guided in the right direction. Even use Google as a tool. Type in a veteran in need for whatever the situation may be, for either housing or instabilities on whatever the case may be. And there's a lot of organizations like our organization, New York State Department of Veteran Services, are here to help you, not only with your compensation claims, but also help you with education, help you with your dependents, or any case scenario that you may have. If we don't have the resources, we could always refer you to organizations that could always provide the services you may need. We all work together for a common ground, and that's to help all our veterans.